Okay, so here we are. We've got this prow wheel just over here. This is basically the mantra on Mani Padme Hum on a scroll of paper hundreds of times. One rotation of that is equivalent to saying it however many times it's printed on the paper. You could say, I don't know, say 100 times, 100 times you've said it by just rotating it once. It's in Sanskrit, of course, around the... it's Sanskrit or Tibetan? Sanskrit. It's in Sanskrit around there also, the mantra, so when we rotate it, it is effectively saying Om Mani Padme Hum. Of course, Om is the beginning of something, so it's like Aum, Mama. That sort of Aum, really, it's Aum, and although it's spelt Om, it's really A-U-M, it's Aum, really. So that's that, isn't it? And then Mani is the dual, and then Padme is the lotus, and Hum is supposed to be like hooray or Alleluia or something like that, isn't it? But of course, Nipad is altruism. Om Mani Padme Hum. Nipad is altruism, which is compassion, isn't it? So I'll spin that. And I originally thought of just doing Om Mani Padme Hum and spinning it. But whilst that is effectively saying Om Mani Padme Hum, I shall chant the Tayata Om mantra 108 times. 108, of course. Theoretically, you only need to do it a minimum of 100 times. But they do 108 because 1 plus 0 plus 8 is 9, which is you can't go any higher than 9. 10 is 1 plus 0, isn't it? So it's the same sort of thing. So we'll do that, the 108 times. Of course, there is thought to be 108 threads to the mind as well. I'll use these mala beads where we've got 108 in the beads there, and then we've got a guru bead. When we come to the end, we don't just go over and carry on to the next 108. In this particular case, we're only doing it once, so we don't need to. But if you do that, you have to rotate it. In this particular case, you just have to rotate it and go back. You make sure you rotate it without touching it with your index finger. Your index finger is fire, and of course that's why people don't like people pointing at people and things like that, isn't it? That's one of the reasons. So I've got this here. So we'll go through the Tayata Om mantra and think about the person. Well, it appears as though there are results. So this early days, it appears as though we've had results from the last time we did it, or the last time I did it. Then that is, I suppose, it's clutching at straws at the moment because we've only done it once. But if we get the same or similar sort of result again, then theoretically, who knows what's going on? The power of the mind is a very strange thing, isn't it? There's very little known about it. So I'll think of that person, and I've been practicing telepathy with certain persons. A particular person I haven't spoken to for 12 months. And I was using these Tesla plates just in this bag here, these purple energy plates. Although that could be perceived a bit over the top, I've been using telepathy by thinking of the person, praying to the person, talking to the person, as if not that they would receive things word for word. They might do, but not that they would receive it word for word, but they would probably receive the feeling from it. And after being ostracised and blocked and banned and everything else excommunicated and whatever for 12 months, all of a sudden there's contact again. And is this because I was just using it, or it was pure chance at the same time as I was thinking of them doing telepathy, I suppose effectively praying to them? Is that what had happened? I don't know. In this particular case, we've got a certain person we are not praying to, but we're thinking of when we do it. And maybe you could think of that person while we go through the through the mantra as well. If you're just another viewer, maybe he doesn't know what the hell's going on at the moment, don't panic. If you've got a pain, the Tayata Om mantra is thought to relieve pain. So if you've got a pain, you bang your toe up or smash your head against the kitchen cabinet or something like that, it may go off naturally anyway. But if it goes off a bit quicker than expected, it could be just the Tayata Om mantra kicking in there, as it's believed to do. So I'll go through this now 108 times, and I'll spin the prayer wheel every now and again for the Om Mani Padme Hum, the compassion as well. So we've got like two going on, haven't we, I suppose. But primarily it's the Tayata Om mantra. So we'll start at that, and we'll do that now 108 times. And we'll think of the person again, and just keep thinking of that person. Maybe if you've got somebody who's sick or something like that, think of them. And maybe if there is an improvement, who knows? Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Mahabikanzi Rajasadmagati 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 Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Raja Sadmagati Soha. Toyata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Rajasadmagati Soha. Toyata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi Rajasadmagati Soha. Tayata 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 Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Mahabikanzi 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 Rajasadmagati Soha. Tayata Om Bikanzi Bikanzi Maha Bikanzi 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 Rajasadmagati Soha. And that is the Tayata Om mantra 108 times. I think I slipped up, twice, so I didn't do too bad really. Given take at least we did 100 anyway. So that's, if anything. How are you feeling, by the way? Just in case, who knows? So maybe until next time, we say Namaste. And I shall now just take a sip of what's left of me coffee in there from earlier on.